Attorneys making pleas to the jury and witnesses taking to the stand today during day one of Jason Chen's murder trial. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Chapman-Whitfield.
And I'm Joshua. Attorneys made opening statements with DA Cody Womp showing the jury the suitcase investigators found Jasmine Pace in. And in response, Chen's attorney telling the jury that Chen did kill Pace on that day more than 2 years ago.
Womp described the injuries to the jury and the dozens of stab wounds found on Pace's body. She says Chen's actions were cold and calculated.
However, Chen's attorney, Josh Weiss, says they were not. Instead, what happened that night was a result of passions and a reaction to a fight gone wrong.
He didn't do it with premeditation. This is a voluntary manslaughter case. Voluntary manslaughter is the intentional or knowing killing of another in a state of passion produced by adequate provocation, sufficient to lead a reasonable person to act in an unreasonable manner.
Over the course of the upcoming week, the state of Tennessee will prove to you beyond any reasonable doubt that Jason Chen handcuffed, sliced, stabbed, packaged, and discarded Jasmine Pace. I ask that you carefully consider this evidence.
Now, we've had two reporters in the courtroom today, both keeping track of this trial.
Let's go live now to News Channel 9's Meg Doyle with what she's taken away so far. Meg.
Kim, Josh, I'm here at the Hamilton County Courthouse where the first day of the Jason Chen trial is wrapping up. Now the mood in the courtroom is very somber as we hear new details about this very tragic case. Tears from Jasmine Pace's family as District Attorney Cody Womp rolled out the suitcase that Jasmine Pace's body was found in.
He stabbed her over and over and over again, not 7 times, not 29 times, not 43 times, but 60 stab wounds.
Womp says Jasmine was found in the fetal position, wrapped in 3 black trash bags and with handcuffs chaining her ankle and wrist together.
Jasmine Pace was very real, and Jason Chen really killed her.
For the first time, we heard Jason Chen's defense attorney make this admission.
In the early morning hours of November 23rd, 2022, Jason Chen killed Jasmine Pace.
But Chen's defense attorney, Joshua Weiss, argued that it was not premeditated, but instead a crime of passion, which he says falls under voluntary manslaughter. Chen's attorney says the two got into an argument when Pace found texts from other girls on his phone. He says Jasmine came after him first with a broken wine bottle.
Jason sees the knife and he reacts. And he stabs. He blacked out. Your heart is racing. You're in that fight or flight response.
Katrina Bean, Jasmine's mother, was the first witness to testify. Bean had to take a moment before coming up to the stand because in the defendant's opening statement, it was the first time she had heard Chen's attorney admit that Chen had killed her daughter.
You've never heard the defendant admit that he murdered your daughter? Ever? First time you heard that story was today? Yes. Is that what affected you when you were first born?
Katrina said it was the lack of help from CPD that led her into breaking into Chen's apartment. Bean went to Chen's apartment and broke in using a credit card, but she previously told police she knocked hard and it opened. Inside, she found Jasmine's ID and credit card.
But you would break into an apartment.
To find my daughter? Yes.
You would lie to the police.
I was just trying to find my daughter.
You would perjure yourself under oath.
I haven't perjured myself.
Bean Pace said she took several items from Chen's apartment, including notebooks and cell phones. Now she then took a picture of those items and sent it to an officer within CPD who told her not to contact him on the weekends. Reporting for News Channel 9, I'm Meg Doyle. Josh.
Thank you, Meg. Take a look at this here. Images here were just shown to the jury just minutes ago. This shows some of the evidence found in Chen's apartment, the reaction of a forensics agent called Blue Star. You can see the blue coloring on the floor there. Investigator Zach Crawford with Chattanooga Police testified about the use of this agent. He testified in his experience the discoloration on Chen's floor means the presence of blood. He said he had never seen that amount of blood illuminated by Blue Star in his homicide career.
And we will have full coverage of the trial all week on News Channel 9. Our Latricia Thomas will be live in our Stream Center watching the trial and providing updates and reaction from the courtroom, along with legal analysts with an attorney during the courtroom breaks. You can watch our live coverage of the trial on newschannel9.com as well as on our Facebook and YouTube pages.
We've learned